Now, before we begin, I don't want to waste anyone's time. If you are one of those people who are looking for a complete tutorial on how the new vocoder inside the MicroFreak update works, then this is not the right video for you. If you need a video like that, then I've put a link to a video made by Loop Pop that is just excellent. He even puts the timestamp inside the video, so it's easy to find what you're looking for. Go check that video if you need a proper tutorial. For everyone else, this video will be about testing different microphones through the MicroFreak Vocoder.
This is the MicroFreak Vocoder. Oh yeah. This is the MicroFreak Vocoder. Oh yeah. This is the MicroFreak Vocoder. Oh yeah. This is the MicroFreak Vocoder. Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, Arturia just put out a new MicroFreak. It's white and it delivers with a Gooseneck microphone. But for those of us that have the old MicroFreak, well, it turns out that the update still works and the vocoder works with the old one. It's just that none of us have access to the new Gooseneck microphone. So we're gonna have to make do with whatever we have at home. And it turns out that the Arturia MicroFreak has an input port that is of the TRRS sort. So for a lot of us having in smartphones at home, we probably already have microphones, headsets and stuff that could work with this. And in my case, it turns out that I have 3 different microphones I could test this with. And so I wanted to find out which one of them would sound the best, because different models, different brands, they will all color the sound of a vocoder. Okay, so real quickly here, I'll be using the same patch that I tweaked, and it's a very basic one. I just chose the vocoder engine, and then I made sure that I had a saw waveform selected as the carrier waveform, and then I set the form and shift to 50, basically a default state, and I did the same with the filter bandpass control. First up, we're testing an ASUS TUF H5 Lite gaming headset, and I'm talking through the Gooseneck microphone attached to the headphone. This one is detachable, and so we'll test the other microphone on the cable after this, but first we're gonna run this through the MicroFreak vocoder so you can hear what this microphone sounds like through that.
Here we go. My ASUS microphone. This is what it sounds like. Here we go. My ASUS microphone. This is what it sounds like.
Okay, so a quick analysis. Now, this microphone carries almost no bass frequency response, and on top of that, it has a lot of high frequency response. And that makes it so that I don't even like listening to this microphone as it is. However, it turns out it works pretty well with the MicroFreak vocoder because of the mid-range response and the high frequency response. When you've got the vocoder engine selected, if you go into the utility menu and then into the preset menu option, if you scroll down, you'll be able to find a hiss mode. This is an option you can use when you want more clarity in your vocoder voice. It kind of emphasizes the consonants and high sibilance noises that a normal human voice normally produces. One mode is putting out noise, and the other one is basically mixing the direct mic sound, only it's just putting out the high stuff. And when I was using this microphone and using those modes, I turned the volume down for that mode because of the high frequency response in this microphone. All in all, this Gooseneck microphone works pretty well with the MicroFreak vocoder. So on to the next one. Hello there, didn't think it was possible for a microphone to sound this bad, but it definitely is. I was wrong. So I'm still using the ASUS TUF H5 Lite gaming headset, but I've detached the Gooseneck microphone and I'm now speaking through the cable microphone. Okay, so let's run this through the vocoder. Quick analysis. Well, this microphone is awful, and you've already heard how awful it sounds. It's something I would never use this, not for anything. And also, when using it with the MicroFreak Vocoder, you can clearly hear how words are just disappearing. And this is not from me having the microphone hanging down from the headset. No, I actually had to grab the microphone and move it up to my face, to my mouth, in order for the microphone to pick up my voice properly. And still, the words just disappeared in this vocoder. So if you have microphones like this at home, don't use these with the MicroFreak Vocoder. You're not gonna like the result. Okay, so now I am speaking through the Rode SmartLav Plus, and this is a lavalier microphone. And the thing is, if you clip this onto your shirt or something, then the microphone ends up being under your mouth. So I'm actually holding this microphone up to my face. So let's run this through the vocoder. Alright, so quick analysis. The Rode SmartLav is a lavalier microphone, and I would usually just try to stay away from lavalier microphones when working with vocoders because, well, when you clip them onto a collar or a tie or to your shirt close to your chest, you're hitting the microphone with a lot of bass frequency response, and that usually does not sound good with vocoders. Vocoders aren't tweaked for those types of frequencies. And you also lose all the consonants, the high sibilant stuff in your voice, the mid-range stuff that makes your vocoder sound eligible, so you can actually hear words coming out of there. And this is why I had to take this microphone and hold it up to my face, because when I clipped it onto my shirt, it didn't sound good. Words were disappearing, almost like the ASUS cable mic. Okay, so even though I held it up to my face, I didn't really like the sound coming through the vocoder with this microphone because it did produce a little bump around 380 hertz up to 530 hertz that just, no, did not sound good. Would want to filter that out. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say about it. One more to go. Right, so lastly we're testing out the Sennheiser PC3. Now, as you can hear, it has a very different sound from the other microphones, and to me, this one is the most pleasant one. There is one problem with this one though, it takes up a lot of puff sounds, and there's really nothing I can do about that. And in my opinion, this is the one that sounded the best through the MicroFreak Vocoder. So let's listen to what that sounds like.
Testing now. This Sennheiser microphone. This is what it sounds like. Testing now. This Sennheiser microphone. This is what it sounds like.
Okay, so a quick analysis. Now, the Sennheiser PC3 is one of those mics I didn't really like at all, and I still don't really like it listening to it as it is, but I do like the result I get from using this with the MicroFreak Vocoder. It has an okay mid-range frequency response, it doesn't have any bass, and when it comes to the high frequency response, it doesn't have as much as the ASUS TUF H5 Gooseneck microphone, but it still has some, it's just that it's not too much. I quite frankly like this one the best with the MicroFreak Vocoder. I don't know, what do you think? Why don't you drop a comment down below and tell each and every one of us reading the comment section down there which one of these microphones you thought sounded the best through this new vocoder update, which I think it's pretty cool, even making it as a free update. Way to go, Arturia. Now, I do realize that I'm talking to maybe a hardware-based audience watching this video, but if you are a mobile musician like myself, then chances are that you are most likely also doing stuff with an iPhone or an iPad, and if you are, and if you're interested in good vocoders, I recently dropped a video about 5 of the best vocoders on the iOS platform.
It does not matter what you write about when you're using your vocoder, cause everything just sounds so amazing. It does not matter what you write about when you're using a vocoder, cause everything just sounds so amazing. It does not matter what you write.
It's an in-depth comparison between these 5 vocoders, and I do suggest you go watch that video. Put a link to it up in the card here, popping out to the right, and also down in the description. Now, if you like this video, why don't you hit that like button before you leave? And if you want to support me in any other way, you can always share the videos, of course. Drop in a comment down below. And then if you want to support me in a financial way, you have the links here to the side. And my music can be found up here in this link above my bubbly head. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this. I need like some kind of a shelf system. I need to make a shelf system because now I have to put this thing back because I'm gonna stream. So when I stream, I need these things here. You know, I really need like a shelf or something.